Welcome everyone to this first look video. Early, yes of course, but it is Sunday. I need to be in church with Mimi and Io. I do not have time to do this later. Oh yeah, you guys are nowhere near as important as going to church, trust me. Now, did you see Omar on Friday's episode stealing the coffee from Kieran to give to Matilda? I mean, somehow this passed me by when I was watching it, but yeah, so in the kitchen, Sean was making coffee for Matilda, and Kieran got wind of it.
Who are you copying up for, Shawnee boy? My sweet Matilda.
Kieran passed this information on to Omar. Omar took the coffee Kieran was carrying from Nicole and gave it to Matilda. And Matilda was delighted, gives him a hug, and you know, Omar took all the credit for it.
Thank you, love. Oh, that's lovely.
Then a few minutes later, Sean showed up with the extra coffee for Matilda. So she had 2 coffees. And if she drank them both, I'm sure she had a very active stomach that evening. But from active stomachs to active dumpings, which do sound, sadly, like they're connected. As we know, Sunday night tonight there will be a couple dumped from the island. We all saw the trailer at the end of Friday's episode. Who do you think it's going to be? Just in case you've lost track of who is who, let's have a look at all the couples and make up our minds. Now, of course, don't forget that neither Matilda or Connor can be dumped, because of course they're new arrivals. They're exempt from this process. But here are the couples we currently have in the villa. Grace and Joey, Harriet and Sean, Kieran and Nicole, Jess and Omar, Mimi and Io, Tiffany and Ronnie, Uma and Will. Starting with Grace and Joey, no, I don't think they're going anywhere. Bit of a shame. Grace has grown on me over the last couple of episodes. Joey has not. Joey is always causing trouble. Joey has made Love Island his show, and I'm really grateful that the last couple of episodes haven't really centred around him, because it is getting rather tiresome. But nevertheless, they're not going anywhere. They're too important for now. I think eventually they'll crumble in some sort of way, but I think it's too early for them to go. Harriet and Sean. Unlikely they'll be dumped because Harriet is too popular with the viewers. I think they'll look at those two and think, no, I want to save Harriet. They wouldn't mind if we lost Sean, but they want to save Harriet. Harriet I found quite grating when we first started this season, but she's definitely improved over the last few episodes. She's certainly quite funny, she's entertaining, and she's shown herself to be quite smart and quite tough. So I don't want to see Harriet go yet. Sean, on the other hand, does need to up his game. I know he's trying with Matilda. Maybe that will get him somewhere, but for now, I think Harriet and Sean are not being dumped. Kieran and Nicole. No, they're not going anywhere because they're practically married. So they're staying, aren't they? Boring as it is, they're staying. I heard someone make a comment on one of my videos the other day saying that they think Nicole is having a secret affair with Ronnie behind the scenes when the cameras aren't rolling, which would not surprise me at all. In fact, I think they're all having an affair with Ronnie behind the scenes, even the guys, and even that cat we sometimes see on Love Island Unseen bits. It wouldn't surprise me. So there we go, but Kieran and Nicole, they're staying. Jess and Omar. Let's be honest, I think they're going to go, guys. Sorry. Shame. I like Omar. Loved his conversation with Sean in the last episode, where clearly Sean had no idea what this man was saying because he was using so many words from South London vernacular. But yeah, no, I can't see them staying. I can't see Jess staying. Jess hasn't made a connection with anyone. She was trying with Connor, but Jess comes across as quite bossy sometimes, quite a know-it-all, and quite bitter sometimes. I'm not quite sure whether Jess wants a relationship right now. She seems to kind of be very cynical about men, and I don't really think she's interested in anyone. And I don't know, what do you think? She just seems like, I don't know. So for my money, this is the weakest couple. Jess and Omar, weakest couple, and sadly I think they may get dumped, which, as I say, shame. I don't want to lose Omar, but again, I don't mind Jess, but I just don't see how these two could stay. If you were voting from this list, they're the obvious couple who I would say are the weakest. Mimi and Io, no, they're very popular with the viewers. They're not going anywhere. And, you know, they patch things up. They're looking like they could be a good, solid couple. Concerned about Io for Casa Amor. Not so much concerned about Mimi for Casa Amor, but yeah, I don't think they'll be dumped. Tiffany and Ronnie, well, no. Shame, but Ronnie is so important to the narrative of the season. I don't see why he would get dumped. Tiffany, I mean, I can't work her out. Sometimes I wonder if she's a real person. Someone did mention online, is she AI generated, which I said the other day. It's just the way she smiles and the way her voice is so strange. But then we did see some humanity. On Friday's episode, she was kind of coming home to the fact that Ronnie may not be the golden boy she thought he was. If they get dumped, I'd be very shocked. I just think Ronnie's too important for driving this season forward, so I don't think so. And finally, Omar and Will. Well, you never know. Maybe. Uma's great. I think Uma's been really fun. I think she's got great energy. She's effervescent. You know, she's calling everyone her silly nicknames. She just seems like a really fun person to be around. Will, I find really dull. I'm sorry, I think he's just really boring. He's a boring guy, sorry. Compared to Uma, Will is like, you know, just dull. You know, it's like, he's like, you know, Coca-Cola when all the fizz has left it. You're like, it's not really the same. But anyway, be a shame, 'cause don't want to lose Uma. But Will might be detrimental to Uma's popularity. Having said all that, guys, Jess and Omar are my favourites to be dumped. It's going to be sad, but, you know, that's the way it is. Now, I'm assuming, of course, that they do the dumping the way they normally do it, i.e. that Maya Jama will come in and say the public's been voting and the couple with the lowest votes are these people, therefore you're dumped from the island. They could put a twist on it. They could do it a different way. They could make, you know, everyone jump in the pool and say the person who swims the best gets to stay. They won't do that. Or they could maybe get Connor and Matilda to do some stealing first, but again, that would be unfair because the public have voted for a couple, not for that process. We shall see. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think I'm on point here? I'll catch you later for another video. It's going to be an exciting day, everyone, and a hot one too. An exciting hot day.